Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I did my Woods Mani. And I just did two different styles here. I'm going to show you, those two. And here's my sample ones that I did. Really pretty, I just love them. It's really actually pretty simple. It looks probably more complicated than it is. And this is one I already did the background on, and I just used some, cheapy craft paint. And I'll show you, I started doing it on this just to save a little time. But all I'm using is just a little sponge applicator from the Dollar Tree. Get a little tile, so that a little cup of water and some cheapy craft paint. And just a little bit, like I, had the white on, I just was kind of dabbing the whites all around. And then you want this to be a couple coats down here to make your snow thicker. And then I just taken a little teeny bit of pink, because sometimes it's got that really pretty pink kind of going through, the trees and stuff. And so I'm just going to kind of dab it. I think I need a little more pink. I don't want too much though. I just kind of want to dab off the excess. Maybe I'll put a little bit heavier so you can see it. But hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to dab some more, because it's going to come through our trees. And let me see if I need any more. Okay, I dab a little bit more. And you can refine this by, just kind of, you can turn it on the other side, use your sponge on the other side, and kind of dab it, so it kind of makes it, a little softer. There you go. And you can make your snow heavier on the bottom if you want, or not. So there we go. And you can reuse these things if you'll, let it soak in your little water. I just let it soak in there like you would a brush, and then, dab it off on a paper towel when you're ready. Okay, so that's our pink. And now we're just going to go, we've got both of these ready. And so you can see, one's a little heavier than the other, but it really isn't going to matter because it's going to look really, pretty anyway. And so next we're just going to use our, the plates that I used. So for this one with the trees and the lamps and stuff like that, this is Creative Shops. I love this image. It's so gorgeous. And that's this one here, and it's Creative Shop 42, and I will put this, all this information, like I said, in the information box. And then this is by Born Pretty. And on this plate, all we're going to use, and this one's like Born BPL011, and all we're going to use on this one is just these two trees right here. That's all I'm using on that, for the tree one. Okay, so let's start with that one. And I'm using Bam White by Bundle Monster, which is now Maniology, and I'm using Kiss Gel, which you can get from Dollar Tree, and this is a dark gray color, but I didn't want to use black. I didn't want it that harsh. So first I'm going to put on my white trees, and I'm using my Bundle Monster scraper, my clear jelly stamper, Big Bling, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with the white. I'm going to turn it towards me. And we're going to do both of those trees in white. And we're going to go ahead and scrape it and roll it. And I'm going to take off this excess that I don't want over here so you can see. And that's what I'm going to put right here. Let me see if I can turn it around so you can see. And I'm going to put it like right there. Okay. So, oops, that didn't work out so well. You have to kind of move fast with this. I can fix it though. You have to kind of move fast with this Bam White, I've noticed. Faster than, this is fun. This is real time. This is not edited, okay? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do those trees again. And I think I just need the big one. So I'm just going to do the big one. And this dries really fast, so you can't wait too long like when I was yakking, and you want to get it on here, which I'm just going to do. I'm just going to add it on there, and then you want to kind of hold it a second, because I get kind of too big of a hurry sometimes, so that so that comes off really nice on there. So that's a lot better. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, because you're going to layer this. So, you know, if there's some little thing, you know, you want to get it as good as you can. But if there's some little thing that's not exactly perfect, you know, you can kind of layer over it. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off that white so that, because the Kiss, you know, polish is thinner than regular stamping polish, some of the stamping polishes. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off. So hopefully I've got a good, you know, pickup. So we're going to go ahead and use this gray Kiss now, and we're going to do it over the big tree. I'm going to just do the single, you know, just the big tree by itself. It's easier, and I kind of put them where I want them. All right, so we've got the big tree, and I'm going to put the bigger tree, I'm going to put it over to this side over here, a little bit overlapping the big white one, but not all the way. So just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up the little one. I'll put that somewhere else, so I'll show you. I'll just get a couple of those, get some of the stuff I don't want out of here. Okay, so I'm just going to put this dark one, like, where am I going to put him at? I think I'm putting him right there, like that. Okay, and I'm going to get one more. Let me see how mine is. Yeah, so I have two little dark ones down here, but you don't have to do it exactly the same, and every time I do it, it doesn't come out exactly the same anyway. So so we're just going to pick up one more of the little ones, and again, get some of this other stuff off I don't want. So there's the little one, and there you go. And so we're just going to put that one right over here. Okay? Right there. So we'll just kind of roll him off real careful. So there we got our trees. So our trees are done. We're going to let them set and dry a little bit. Oops. Guess he's falling off at his little... Oh, Lord help me. Okay, anyway. So now we're going to do this one, and we're doing these ones now. Okay, the different one. So let me clean off my stamper with my lint roller and move this over and get the other plate back here. Okay, so we want it this way, and we're using, this is the Creative Shop one, and I'm still using the Kiss Gray. If you can see that or not, but I don't really want it in my way. So, all right, so I'm just gonna put it over here and put, you know, a fair amount on here, generous enough, because it is thinner. And like I said, don't worry about it being perfect. Okay, so I'm going to scrape it and roll, and this is what it looks like, and I hope I don't wait too long so that it dries. There. Okay, and I'm going to put it right where I want it. And okay, so I'm going to turn it this way for you. See? And then I just kind of roll it from one side to the next. And there it is. I love it. It's beautiful. And there's so many, you know, kind of looks like there's, you know, different dimensions in there, which is super really cool. And then, so we're just going to let this one dry also a little bit. And then we're going to add a little red bird, because I don't know if you can see on mine, but I've just add a little red bird, you know, just to give it just a spot of color of interest. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to use, you can use the gel polish if you want to. This one's been drying a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and put a top coat over this. But I'm using Bundle Monsters Smudge Free Top Coat. I love it. But, you know, whichever way you want to do it, just get, you know, a generous amount. I just go down the center, just kind of swipe it from here, swipe this side, and there you go. No smudges. It's awesome. So that one is there. Hopefully you can see that really good. And then we're going to go ahead and do this one now. So let me kind of straighten that out on there a little bit too. Okay, if you're worried about it, like sometimes with black, it takes longer to dry or whatever, but this is gray, so it should be okay. But you could blow dry it a little bit or wait a few minutes if you wanted to too. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and swipe down here. I'm going to swipe it down here, and I know I'm still going to do the red bird, but I just want to get something on here before I do that bird on there. And with the red bird, all I'm going to do is just a little bit of red craft paint. And if you want to, just get a really tiny little, a real fine brush. And I'm just using a short striper brush, my favorite. This is by Light Elegance, and it's called Gel Art Brush. And it's just, and it's pretty, anyway, it works good. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to use the lid with some red paint in it, and I'm just going to get a little bit on there. And let's see, where do I want to do my red bird? You can do your red bird anywhere you want, wherever it looks like you have a branch. You can do it on there. I don't know if I can do this upside down though, guys. I might have to turn it around. I don't know. Yeah, let me see. Let me at least see where I'm going to, maybe I can kind of just at least kind of start it. And the thing is, you got to do him really tiny or, pretty small, because you don't have everything's so small in here. So yeah, I don't think I can do that upside down. Sorry. So, it doesn't, pretty simple. I'm not doing anything too detailed or too fancy. But it still adds a lot. I just love that look, that gray and white, and then just a little spot of color. So the only thing else I do is, after I let it dry a few minutes, is I just grab some black. And you can use, if you have a really tiny dotting tool, you can use a tiny dotting tool if you feel more comfortable doing that. I'm just going to use my same brush after I cleaned it off, and I'm just going to get a teeny bit of black. And I am going to, oops, I thought I was. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to dab it off the excess, kind of check and make sure, see how my dot is on the little tile, just like I do with my dotting tool. And then I'm just going to put a little teeny, God, do I dare do this upside down? I don't think I can, guys, but maybe I can do it this way. Okay, make sure I get some of this excess off here, because otherwise I'm going to ruin my bird. And I will not ruin my bird, because you just want a little black eye. You don't want it too big, and I don't even know if you can see it, but it turned out good. Can you even see that he's got a little black dot on his eye? So you let him dry and then just put a top coat over this. And like I said, you can do a gel top coat over it. You can do a matte gel top coat, regular polish. I would use the Bundle Monster. Well, actually, since I already did use a coat of Bundle Monster, I could get away with just using a regular top coat over this, with a quick dry, or a regular matte top coat even. I could do that too. So anyway, that's it. I hope I didn't forget anything. Please like and subscribe, if you would please, on my channel. And please click on the bell icon so that you'll get a notice on my next new video, which will be really soon. And I'm going to be reviewing some new plates and stamping polishes really soon, as soon as I get my order. Anyway, so thanks so much. I hope you have fun doing this. Bye-bye.